What's going on, Noob?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much. I'm happy to be here.
And you happy to be here, man? Welcome to the Think Smart Show, brother, with me, Mr. Think Smart. Bro, let me tell you one thing before we get started, man. It is a pleasure. It is a pleasure for you to be on my show. Let me tell you why. Because not only are you a member of the greatest fraternity in all the land,
The greatest.
but not only are you that, but you a member of my chapter. The Big Money Boxing Beta, new chapter of Kappa Alpha Psi. And say it loud, say it proud, baby. We in the house.
Yes, sir.
But more importantly, you're here not because you're a member of Kappa Alpha Psi, but you have elevated into not a conqueror like the good book says, but an achiever like Kappa Alpha Psi says. You have a dope brand called Dope Dad.
Yes, sir.
Bro, I see it. I see you shining, Nope. Listen, let me ask you a question, man. And I'm going to start at the beginning, man.
Okay.
Before we get into all of that. Man, let the people know your government name and your brand.
Okay. I'm Joshua Johnson, the founder and CEO of one of the dopest brands out right now, Dope Dad. We are an organization with a mission to highlight, inspire, and encourage the positive relationships and interactions between fathers and their kids. So, check us out. At the end, I'll tell you a little more where you can find us. But Joshua Johnson, founder, CEO of Dope Dad.
Thank you, sir. So let's start at the beginning. So let the people know where you from and, how was your childhood?
Okay. I'm from the beautiful city of St. Louis, right in the middle of America. If you ain't heard about us, check us out. Hometown of Nelly and so many other greats. My childhood was good. My childhood was fun. I was privileged to be able to enjoy being a kid. So being outside, playing with my cousins, outside in the neighborhood, doing all that type of stuff. I actually, I grew up not too far down the street from her. Actually, I started on the west side of St. Louis, and then we moved over to the south side, which was a big transition. But my mama didn't like me outside the house too much around people she didn't know, so it was cool. But I had a good childhood, a lot of experience. So there was a lot of things I experienced as a child, like I said, where I could be a child. But there's also some stuff I experienced that, looking back, I realized that was a lot for a kid to experience, but I'm appreciative and grateful for all of it, because I think it really helped to mold me into the picture we have here.
So let me ask you this. Your brand is Dope Dad. Did you have a father in your life?
I did. My daddy was awesome. He and my mom worked together, but I love my daddy to death. He was always there for me. Unfortunately, I did lose him to lung cancer when I was about 12, it was devastating. That was probably one of my first big introductions to, just how permanent death is. As a kid, hearing those words, for the longest, I thought that it would change after a while. So I learned that lesson the hard way. But also, I was blessed and privileged to have a stepfather in my life. So my mom remarried when I was like 8 or 9 or something like that. And, my stepdad came into the picture, and he's absolutely amazing. He and my dad actually had a pretty good relationship. So I kind of had two father figures in my life for a while, and it was a privilege to be able to watch them interact together, really just to help cultivate, their relationships with me and to grow me into a young man.
Okay, cool. Now we're gonna fast forward. You have a daughter, beautiful daughter. Shout her out, cause she gonna love this later.
Oh, she's gonna love this. I have a beautiful daughter. She's 5 years old right now. Her name is Corey Johnson. She is my sunshine. Just like every parent, she is my world. I love her to death. Corey, I can't wait for you to see this so you can put that bright smile on your face.
Right. So now you hold a few characters in your life. You're a father. You're an entrepreneur, which is the CEO that you are, as well as you work in law enforcement. Correct? Am I still correct?
Yes, sir.
So the energy that you can give all of that, where do you get that drive from?
All my life, I thrive off of interaction, and those positive interactions I talked about. So I really get energized from helping people, from putting a smile on somebody's face, from being involved with somebody. So I think those are like the big things that really push me. Also, if I have a goal in mind, I'm relentless in pursuing it.
There you go.
There it is. I'm going to get it. I'm committed to whatever I say I'm going to do. I'm committed to it. So I have a mission. I have goals in life, and I'm committed to them. So even when I'm tired, I just got to push. I got to push. And as you mentioned earlier, I am a member of the greatest fraternity in the land, Kappa Psi Fraternity Incorporated, and through their training program, I've learned lots of ways to persevere and push through.
You know what? I like the way you put that. I like the way you put that, man. And I am glad to be privileged to be a part of your training program because we make men better men.
Yes, you were a great mentor.
I appreciate that, brother. Now let's kind of move on. So when did you realize coming up with the Dope Dad brand and the Dope Dad concept? When did you realize you wanted to be an entrepreneur and you wanted to like push this thing?
So it actually started at this time. I was working for the St. Louis City Juvenile Division, and I was sitting in my office, sitting at my desk, just doing some busy work, and I was really thinking about this Dope Dad idea that had come to mind. And honestly, I hadn't even thought about the true entrepreneurial side of it.
Mm-hmm.
I was just thinking about the mission of helping other dads, highlighting other dads, kind of getting this brand off. And I wasn't nervous, but it's easy to come up with ideas, but if you got to take a step further and really put it into action. So it's one thing to plan it, but you really got to put it into action. So when I decided that I felt like my mission could truly help the community and impact the community, that's when I really locked in and sort of said, I'm gonna move forward with it. What's up, everybody? Back again, Joshua Johnson, founder, CEO of Dope Dad. Be sure to follow us on Instagram @_Dope Dad. That's DOPDAD. Check us out on Facebook. The website is coming soon. Again, please follow, like, share everything because it's a community organization. We got a community mission, and we're ready to blow.
Joshua Johnson, my frat brother, is still in the building. We're gonna finish this off, man. Listen, man, I have a few more questions for you, man. I'm gonna let you go because I know you're a busy man, being the dope dad that you are.
Yes, I appreciate that.
No doubt, man. So let me ask you a question, man. So, as a black male in this day and time, having such a prominent brand, right? I asked you where the push was, but the mind-blowing experience that you've had starting your business, what keeps you going as a business? Just not as a dad. We know you're a loving dad. We know you love your daughter. I know that. But what keeps you going as a business to make this business a household name?
One of the things that keeps me going is when I get the chance to witness other families, other dads, other kids. I get to witness their experiences in environments that I've helped to create. So, like when I have an event and I get to see the smile on that kid's face or on that dad's face or whatever family member it is, like that warms my heart. As crazy that sounds, like I'm so full when I'm at my events. Like my heart, my mind, my soul are full from those experiences. So knowing that I'm helping to create those experiences and again create those environments for those people to have those interactions, like it really, really, really pushes me. Kind of knowing that I'm making an impact in the community because one of my biggest passions is the youth. Like I told you, I've experienced so many things as a kid, and the kids these days are going through so many more things that I experienced. And I just, the great words of Tupac, I beg God make a way for all the ghetto kids to breathe. Like I just want kids to survive and thrive through life.
That's dope. That's dope. I love it, man. I love that. So as a black man in America, man, are you willing to work with other organizations that have the same mission, maybe called different, maybe do different things, but they have the same goal, the same initial mission? Are you willing to work with those people?
Absolutely, absolutely. I've had the opportunity to work with some great organizations that have similar missions. The Dad Gang, Dear Fathers, just to name a few, like awesome organizations. And I tell people all the time, like I have no problem with that because we're not opponents.
Mm-hmm.
We all have the same mission, so we're more like teammates trying to get to that common goal. So it's not like, oh, just because they're doing this, I can't do it, or just because I'm doing this, they can't do it. No, it's a collective. We all working together to achieve a common goals, and obviously our missions are like, we have slight differences, but in the end, we all trying to push to that same point. So I welcome collaborations. I welcome working together. It's only so much I can do by myself, so having other organizations along that journey is extremely helpful.
And we're gonna have to work with you with Think Small Enterprises, brother.
I'm with it. Let's do it.
I'm already knowing, man. So last and least, man. Well, last but not least, I always ask at the end of my interviews, who do you think most? The people, the places, the things, for where you are now and the journey and the success that you will have later, because this is a multi-million-dollar movement, and I believe that. And not only what I'm doing, what you're doing, Dope Dads is a dope idea. It is a think smart idea, and I approve of that message. So who do you think moving forward, for your success to this point?
Okay. First, I gotta thank God for putting me in the positions He put me in.
Of course.
I want to thank my dad for being who he was to me. As far as Dope Dad specifically, I gotta thank my baby. Gotta thank my baby Corey. I love you so much for inspiring such a big transition in who I was. A few people specifically, I gotta thank my homegirl T Animated, because she was the first person who I heard even say Dope Dad. Like, she called me a Dope Dad, and I love that. My administrative assistant, my director of operations, Tanisha Craig. Gotta thank her. Anybody who's helped along the way, I definitely appreciate you. And I gotta thank the community, honestly, because every share, every like, every text message, every email that I've gotten really helps to keep me motivated, because as a young entrepreneur, as you know, it's easy to get down, it's easy to get busy, to get tired. But those little messages, those supports, the shares, whatever the case may be, really, really push me to keep going. So I thank y'all. I thank everybody who's watching this, everybody who will support me, who has supported me, and who will support me in the future. Like you said, we're young, but we're growing, and we have some big things in store for Dope Dad. Like I said, I want to be a household name nationwide, worldwide.
Man, you will, brother. You know what, man? I appreciate you coming on the show, man. People may say, well, you know him. I do know him because I know dope people, and he's a dope dad. I can't wear your shirt right now. I ain't a dad yet,
yes,
but I can wear it.
Why can't you wear it? Tell me why you can't.
I'm not a dad yet.
Let me tell you what I tell everybody.
I'm listening.
Okay? Let's see. Tell me a sports team you like.
I don't like the Cowboys, even though I'm there. Cardinals, baby.
You like the Cardinals? Okay.
Yes,
you play for the Cardinals?
I never played.
Are you a Cardinal?
I think I am.
Why do you wear the shirt?
Because it represents the city that I'm from.
Okay. You support what the team is about.
Exactly.
Right? So you don't have to be a dad to support.
I love that.
You support what the brand represents.
Talk your talk, Josh Johnson.
For everybody out there who's not a dad, obviously you can purchase things for your father if you feel like he's a dope dad or a dope dad in your life. But also, there's tons of ladies that support, there's a ton of people who support who aren't fathers. Just keep in mind, when you wear this brand, you're representing a mission. So you don't have to be a father. If you want to show people, hey, Dope Dad is an organization that I support, and I want their mission to be worldwide, then, purchase some merchandise, share the message, share the images, whatever you see.
You know what, Josh Johnson? Talk your talk. I love it. Hey, he is relentless. 100%.
Also, let me add one more thing with the merchandise, right?
Go ahead.
So when you purchase merchandise, you directly affect the mission, because I use the profits from the merchandise to fund the events, so that parents don't have to pay for the events that they attend. So,
you are literally a dope dad.
Thank you.
Man. Hey, man, thank you for being on the show, brother.
It's my pleasure.
All right, peace.